In you is paradise and the glory of God. From the Gospel of Thomas. Jesus said, "If your leaders tell you, 'Behold, the kingdom is in heaven,' then the birds will be there before you. If they tell you, 'It is in the sea,' then the fish will be there before you. Rather, the kingdom is within you, and it is outside of you. If you know yourselves, you will be known, and you will understand that you are the children of the living Father. But if you do not recognize yourselves, then you live in poverty, and you are poverty. The kingdom of heaven is not a distant place, it is within us." Jesus does not mince his words. Do not trust those who want to make you believe that the inner light is outside of you, somewhere in distant spheres or only accessible after death. Rather, trust yourselves and look into your own depths. There, in your innermost being, is the truth. Paradise is not a distant place, but a reality of consciousness. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It is a state of being, an inner connection with God. Our journey through life and our spiritual practice can lead us there. This is confirmed by all mystics of all times. Inner freedom and the fear of those in power. Inner freedom undermines the claim to power of those who want to exercise control, especially when religion and politics combine unhappily. Priests and institutions place themselves between people and God and say, "Turn to us. Confess your thoughts to us. Pay your tithes to us. Then, after death, you will attain the kingdom of heaven." But Jesus exposes this fallacy. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you shut the kingdom of heaven in men's faces. You yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those who are entering do so. Matthew chapter 23 verse 13. The powerful maintain their rule by instilling fear in people. If you don't go along with us, you'll suffer the torments of hell. But the truth is different. The kingdom of heaven is not a distant beyond. The powerful maintain their rule by instilling fear in people. If you don't go along with us, you'll suffer the torments of hell. But the truth is different. The kingdom of heaven is not a distant beyond, but a living realization, an awakening here and now. God, the source of all being. Jesus speaks of God as Father, but the Aramaic word, Abba, means much more. It can also mean Mother, Source, all unity or Father-Mother cosmos. It describes the divine abundance from which life arises. Without this inner connection, we experience lack, separation and poverty of spirit. When you recognize yourselves, you will be recognized. God lives in us and permeates everything. He is not confined to a distant heaven. The whole of creation is an expression of His Spirit. Yet often we do not take the time to listen. Jesus warns, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." Single quote. The inner rebirth, Christ in you. These words are the core of inner Christianity. The kingdom of God is not a place, but a state of being. The children come from there. That is why they radiate light and joy. According to their outer appearance, every person belongs to the world, but inwardly they are citizens of the divine realm. Therefore, have the courage to be yourself. Think independently. Ask critical questions. Do not blindly follow the voices of the world. Through people who are alive inside and out, the kingdom of God manifests itself not only within us, but also around us. It is not enough just to be a verbal Christian. We are called to become real Christians, through our thoughts and actions in love, kindness, patience, mercy, justice, helpfulness and wisdom. This is how the kingdom of God becomes visible, hidden to those who are asleep, but revealed to those who awaken. But now that you know God, indeed, are known by God. Gal 4-9. Know thyself, become one with God. The wise of all times taught. Know thyself. Be thyself. Realize thyself. This is true knowledge of God. It means being one with the Creator, who can be experienced in creation, in nature. In the silence of the heart, the soul awakens to divine light. What was previously only a hunch becomes certainty. Every person on earth is, in his true essence, a citizen of the kingdom of God. The soul speaks through the heart, and in it, God accomplishes his perfect works. Therefore, we should turn inward to experience the presence of God. What seekest thou, soul, the living among the dead? Let him arise in you, for you call him Son of the Father, and you are he yourself. Single quote. The divine is enthroned in our deepest inner being. There, beyond all words, in the unity of the divine being, we recognize God is closer to us than we are to ourselves. In this unity, God gives us everything that he gave Christ, the unity of being and perfection. The light in you, the heritage of the kingdom of God. When we recognize this, we are recognized. Then we no longer live from separation, but from divine abundance. We know that we are sons and daughters of the living Father, and that we carry the light of God within us. In this becoming one, the soul becomes a shining primal light, a sun in God's immeasurable radiance. Thus, paradise is not only revealed in us, but also through us in the world. Ways to inner knowledge. To find paradise within us, it helps to come to rest, connect with the earth, take a walk in nature, meditate, pray, feel with the heart, allow silence, for in this silence God speaks. And whoever listens will recognize. The kingdom of heaven is within you and around you. It has always been there and always will be. Summarizing aphorisms. The kingdom of heaven is not far away, not in the hereafter, not hidden. It is within you, ready to be discovered. Those who recognize themselves will see the divine light in everything. God is closer to you than your own breath. Listen to the silence and you will find him. True paradise is not a place, but a state of consciousness of knowing and loving. Those who act out of unity with God are truly alive, not out of fear, but out of love. Change from being a nominal Christian to being a real Christian. Live what you believe and proclaim it through your being. Know thyself, and you will recognize that you have always been one with the divine source. The light of God does not only shine in you, it shines through you into the world. It is not the outer world that determines your life, but your inner awakening. The kingdom of God is hidden from the blind, but revealed to those who see. Where love, kindness and wisdom dwell, there is true paradise. Pause, become still, and the voice of the Eternal will guide you.